Long ago in a distant land, a gentle rain fell over the top of a high mountain. The rain began its path down the mountain small and quiet, trickling down over rocks and leaves. Gradually, it grew stronger as the trickling waters combined, finding their way down the slope around the gnarled trees. The rain fell without calculation, without practice, for water never has time to practice falling. Soon it was pouring, and the currents of water flowed into one another in the beginnings of a stream. This stream continued its journey down the mountain, around rocks and trees, and down cascading falls, flowing without effort. As it finally reached the foot of the mountain, the stream made its way to the edge of a great desert. A desert that stretched on as far as the eye could see. Having flowed over and under and around every barrier it had encountered, the stream fully expected to cross the desert as well. But as it splashed into the desert, the waters disappeared into the sand. Before long, the stream began to hear a whisper as if coming from the desert itself, saying, "The winds can cross the desert, so can the stream." "Yes, but the winds can fly," cried the stream, still flowing and disappearing into the sand. "You'll never cross that way," the desert whispered. "You have to let the wind carry you." "But how?" shouted the stream. "You have to let the wind absorb you." But the stream could not accept this because it didn't want to lose its identity or abandon its individuality. After all, if it gave itself to the winds, could it ever be sure of becoming a stream again? The desert replied that the stream could continue flowing into the desert and maybe even become a swamp at the edge of the desert, but it would never be able to cross as it is. "Why can't I remain the same stream that I am?" the water cried. And the desert answered ever so wisely, "You can remain what you are. Either you become a swamp, or you give yourself to the winds." The stream was silent for a long time, listening to distant echoes of memory, knowing deep inside itself that it had once before been held in the arms of the wind. From that depth of knowing, it began to recall how water conquers only by yielding, flowing over, under, and around obstacles, turning to steam when threatened by fire. From the depths of that silence, the stream began to raise its vapors to the welcoming arms of the wind and was carried easily on great white clouds over the vast desert. As it reached the distant mountains on the far side of the desert, it fell once more as rain, slowly gaining speed and form as it flowed down the side of the mountain. It fell as water must, without calculation. And soon it was pouring once again into the headwaters of a new stream.